Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to Black Temperance Tarot. Guys, this is my first reading since February. My first collective reading. I've been doing personal readings throughout the year. Summer is kind of my down season, and most people aren't really getting readings in the summer because that's when people are just living out the work that they've put forth from the winter and spring. So it's just we're moving back into it. And so I'm very excited to get started on this. I've already pulled our core cards and I'm going to clarify. So first off, we have a lot of eights. We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, with the Eight of Cups in reverse, and we have the Eight of Pentacles upright. And so you guys could be seeing 888. I just saw 444 as I pulled these up. And so you guys could be seeing a lot of angel numbers. That is just like spirit using those synchronicities, your ancestors, your guides, your guardians, whatever you believe, using those synchronicities to communicate with you that they are here, they're protecting you, they're supporting whatever level you're at your journey at this time. And so eights also speak of like abundance. And so when people hear abundance, most of the time they think of material abundance. I am somebody who views abundance that it comes in like many different forms. And so sure, you could be manifesting money and financial stability and things like that. But your abundance could mean peace of mind. Your abundance could mean a new friend group. Your abundance could mean like meaningful relationships that last a long time and connections that last a long time and things of that nature. And so specifically though, 888 speaks of material abundance. And so if that is what you're looking for at this time, Spirit is saying to use your inner manifester or use your inner magician. You have access to all the elements to create the reality that you want for yourself. You could be running yourself ragged. Okay. Or you could be anxious about doing this. So the Nine of Swords is like somebody who's like in bed and they're like crying because like they're losing sleep, they're stressing, they're anxious about what's coming because it's not coming fast enough. So you could be anxious too. You could be anxious about things that aren't coming because they're not happening in the time that you want them to. Might I remind you, one, Mercury is retrograde. Okay. Also, we're in the time of the year where things are starting to die down, both like in nature and like in society. Things are starting to die down. There's kind of this build, between like spring, end of winter, throughout spring, leading up to summer, and then parts of fall. And then things kind of die down. Everyone kind of goes back into like their hidey hole and, hibernation in, the way that humans do. But everyone kind of just goes back into hermit mode. And so that's the energy we're moving back into. And that's when you start to do the work that is like towards those manifestations. And so you could be like, Tandy, but I've already done that. Okay, then the season's not, we're not there yet. We're still moving, right? And so we just had the 8-8 portal. That also could be because 8 is August. And so this also could be confirmation that things might be happening like by the end of this month. 333, that's confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I promise y'all I'm not looking for these numbers. I love synchronization. I love angel numbers, but I don't look for them. I don't seek them out. And so when they do come out, that's how I know that the message is coming forth the way it should be. You could also seem like a little restless because I have not taken a breath since this video started. It's been 4 minutes. I have been just so like you could just be like restless, and Spirit is like, Usa, take a breath. All right. You're putting in the work, you're taking action, and you're just like, where's my 10? Where's my emotional stability? Where's my financial stability? Where are these relationships that I manifested? Where is this? Where is that? Where is this? Where is that? And so depending on your patience, it may take longer to get to you. Okay. And you could be like, I've been patient. I'm tired of being patient. Patience really comes when we stop thinking about it. Let me say that one more time. The things that you really want comes when you stop thinking about it. Like when it's completely in the back of your mind. A friend of mine was talking about how she was ordering she loves to order things online because she forgets about them. And so when they show up on her doorstep, she's like, oh, who got this for me? Ooh, a little gift for me? Like, who did this? When in actuality, it was her past self taking care of her future self. And so I say that example because your past self manifested something for your future self, and you're not yet in your future self because you're still thinking about it. So you're still in past self. Does that make sense? It'll make sense to somebody. Okay. But you're at a crossroads right now. Things could go either way. When these cards come out sideways, I read them as it can go either way. Two of Wands represents being at a crossroads. So here's you. And you have the option to take this path or that path. Or you can go backwards and take various paths. You have options. Your issue could be like, I have no options. There's nothing for me. You've got options, friend. Okay, they're there. You may just not like them at this time. And that's what you could, if you're somebody who has manifested being taught patience, you're in your lesson right now. Patience, I say not everybody has it. Either you have it or you don't. And patience knows how to teach you that lesson. So this is what this overall reading is about. Because we also have the Emperor in reverse. This is the defender in this deck. But the Emperor in reverse speaks of Aries. And so you could be getting like, your restlessness could be causing some anger within you. You could also be fed up with like the state of, with like leadership. And so like you could be in a community where you feel like it's not being led by the right people. And so you could be fed up by leadership. That could also be like within the workplace. I don't think there should be leader dynamics in friend groups, but if there's a leader dynamic in the friend group, you could be tired of them abusing their power, abusing their influence. Take it how it resonates, leave what doesn't. But your restlessness of like trying to get things to change could be causing some anger within you. I'm trying to remember the I remember now. Because the Eight of Pentacles, so the Seven of Pentacles is you planting your seeds, right? You're planting the seeds, you're planting those manifestations, and then you put the dirt over, you're waiting for them to grow. The Eight of Pentacles, those manifestations have bloomed. Are you in the position to receive them though? Because you're over here yelling at dirt, trying to get things to bloom. The seed, the plant itself is like, hey, can I have some space? Maybe a little encouragement? Maybe a little faith, please? Maybe some time? Can I have that? I'm looking over here because I have a plant over here, and this plant, it's a Hoya plant. And recently I repotted all my plants, I digress, but it's a Hoya plant. And when I got it, I'm thinking, because it's got a really pink flower on the labeler. And so I'm like, oh, it's going to be pink. It's going to be really pretty. I Googled it. It looked really nice. What I didn't notice in my Google search is that some of them can take up to 7 years to bloom. And I think we're in like year 2. Right? Okay. And so I could have just been like, okay, we're going to throw that one away and we're going to try a different one that's going to bloom faster. But where's the fun? Where's the appreciation in that? Because once this plant does bloom, and granted, some of them might bloom right away. I think I've seen some that have bloomed. They're very hard plants to get to bloom and flower. But once it does, because I believe that it will, once it does, it's going to be so validating of my patience, because it's just like, this is a physical example of what patience can give you. It's a beautiful plant still without the flowers. And so it's only going to get more beautiful. And so think of your manifestations as a plant. Okay? You can't force a plant to grow quicker. You gotta wait. Okay, you gotta wait. We got the Crown of Swords. I wanted to read this as reverse. So I'm going to read it as reverse. The Crown is the King. So the King of Swords. You could be feeling like, it's not funny. You could be feeling like you're left in the dark. I wonder, I see some people that are like I don't know if you're in prayer, or if you're like talking to your ancestors, or you're talking to the universe or to God, and you're just like, ah, like you're fed up, and you're like, why are you keeping me in the dark? When is this gonna happen? You're usually more communicative than this. And God is like, well, I told you to be patient. That was the last thing I communicated to you. You still ain't done that. Uh-oh. What more is there to communicate? And I told you to do one thing, you still ain't done that. Right. When I was pulling out the affirmation cards, well, not pulling, but I was shuffling them, preparing them for the reading. Um, the card that came out was discover. And a lot of you guys want something to be revealed. So like you could be asking like, okay, give me a sign that I'm like on the right path. Give me a sign that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's what those synchronicities are for. And when it comes to like, because everyone's like, oh, everyone sees angel numbers. Okay, so sit down, do some meditation, and ask for a very specific sign. In my family, we've asked for birds. I've asked for like certain specific numbers. I recently, my dreams have been incredibly vivid, and they've been coming true with it, which is both validating and scary. But my dreams have been my signs. My dreams have been my synchronicities. And so get creative, make it personal to you, so that you without a doubt know that this is spirit talking to you, and letting you know you're good, you're in the right spot, you're aligned, you're where you're supposed to be. 8 of Cups. Stop looking back. You got to get out of past self. You got to be more present. If you're not going to, because yeah, no, you got to be more present. I was going to say you got to like step into your future self, but that's like, you can't do that, right? You can't stay in the past, and you can't be too caught up in the future. You have to remain present. And so you have to appreciate your now, because you're going to look back on this and be like, man, I was really struggling. I really came out of that. Wow. Like you're gonna, a year from a year ago, y'all, I was not thinking about, like, granted, I have been doing Black Temperance Tarot since 2019, but a year ago, I was in a place where I did not have the luxury to think about this business. I didn't have a luxury to think about doing content because I was struggling so hard. And now I'm at a place where I can comfortably do content, and 1, 2, 3, 4, thank you, spirit. I can comfortably do content. I am not stressed. I am not, I am in a place where I can say that I'm like at peace. And it didn't take a year to get here, but just looking back at my past, I appreciate the person I was then, because I wouldn't be where I am now. Past Tandy was setting things up for present Tandy / future Tandy. Does that make sense? It makes sense to somebody. It does. So stop looking back. Get out of the past. The past ain't got nothing for you. It's already happened. What are we looking back in the past for? Unless we're looking back to make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes. What are we looking back there for? It's back there. Okay? I know parents be joking that they got eyes in the back of their heads. We don't need to look back there. Y'all ever see those videos where somebody like does their hair and they're just like, I'm not worried about the back. I can't see the back. So back's none of my business. The past is none of your business. And if people in your life keep bringing up your past, right, okay. I've been talking for 13 minutes. I have not even clarified. I don't know that I need to clarify anything. We're going to clarify the Magician. How can these people, the Lover's in reverse. Some of y'all are upset that a lover hasn't come in yet. Y'all have been manifesting a lover for God knows how long, and you're just like, I can't manifest anymore. I can't be patient anymore. When is it happening? Or if it's not happening, just tell me. Like, you're like tired of having your hopes up. Okay, been there, done that, low-key still in it, okay? I understand. But at the same time, I'm happy in my singlehood. And y'all might not like this. Y'all might not like this. If this is you, if what you're manifesting specifically is a romantic partner, what you're manifesting is like your divine partner, and you're easily triggered, and You get offended easily, especially when it comes to romance and love. It's going to go on, click off. This ain't for you. This ain't for you, babes. Go ahead. I'm waiting on you. Take some time, reflect. Okay. So we have, we have the Eight of Swords. Look at this. Look at homegirl. Blindfolded and tied up. You would think that she is a damsel in distress. But what's surrounding her, friends? Swords. You're like, she can't grab the swords. I don't see her legs tied up, y'all. She can shimmy and maneuver. She can get herself out of that. The reason why I talk about this imagery is because this card represents self-victimization. You are making yourself a victim, and you are not. You are not the victim in this lack of union. You may think, oh, I have just had frog after frog after frog. Where is my prince? I have had fly after fly after fly. Where is my princess? Things of that nature. Right? And you're just like, why do I constantly pick the wrong ones? Why? Woe is me. King of Wands in reverse. There's an action that's not being taken. And I don't know what that action is. There's an action that's not being taken. I'm not sure if there's something that you're really afraid of. So here, I'll put myself in the mix. I have never been the approacher. I think I approached like once in middle school. It was very traumatic, and I never approached again. I'm 23. Like 10 years. I've never been the approacher. And I'm pretty sure the way I'm going to find my divine partner, I'm going to have to approach him. The universe is funny like that. So think in your dating life, in your dating dynamic, how you approach romance. What is an action that you refuse to take? It could be you won't date someone that has kids. It could be you won't date someone that is older than you. You won't date someone that's younger than you. You won't date someone that looks a certain way. I'm not talking about personal hygiene. We need we need to have personal hygiene. We do. But I'm not talking about that. You could be, I'm not going to date someone that's bald. I'm not going to date someone that has long hair. I'm not going to date, something. I don't know. But it could be that there's an action that's being taken, and the reason why you haven't found your person is because you're not stepping out of that comfort zone. Your partner, you're here in this box. You're here. Your partner's out here. You got to get out of here. You got to jump out of that. Okay? Because in the past, it hasn't worked for you. So you're trying to make the same moves that you have been making in the past. Hello, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If it hasn't worked in the past, why would it start working now? Okay, that's all I need to do to clarify. Honestly, this reading has been very straightforward. We're going to start getting into the affirmation cards, because I only wanted this reading to be like 20 minutes long. Thank you for everyone that's tuned in. Please like, share, comment, do all the things that you need to do. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Go ahead, screenshot that. Make it your screensaver. Forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. Babes, you may have been broken and shattered, but that doesn't mean you have to stay that way. A crushed flower is still a flower, and it still has beauty. Forgive yourself for putting yourself in this. You're not a victim. You are a survivor. You've survived maybe not many, but you've survived some situations that other people might have, been taken out by. Give yourself that credit and forgive yourself. Because some of y'all, like, what's keeping you from this, what's keeping you from that is forgiving yourself. And allowing yourself to trust yourself enough to make a decision to be with someone better this time. Why would you make the same mistake? And if you do, then it's okay. It's divinely guided. Okay? We go through cycles all the time. It's okay to make the same mistake as long as you don't keep making it over and over and over again. Forgive yourself. All right, last one. We're already at 20 minutes. And dare. This is so, not this turning into a love reading. Dare. Take a risk and fly. Dare to step out on that person. Dare to step out of your comfort zone and mingle. I guess not, maybe mingle. I don't know. But take a chance on somebody who you otherwise might not have. And I'm not talking about someone who's like, use discernment. Use discernment. Y'all know. Okay? Not the red flags. If there are any clear red flags, then we're running. Yes? But if there aren't, take a chance. You never know what it could turn out to be. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video that this is for the full moon reading. And so before you start manifesting again, because new moons are for manifestations, full moons are for letting go and releasing. Release this victim mentality. Release yourself from these bondage chains, these chains and these ropes. Take the wrap off your eyes and release yourself from your past. You're being locked down by your past, okay? If you don't take anything from this reading, take this advice. Release yourself from your past. Forgive yourself. Let go of this hurt. Let go of this pain that's causing yourself such heartache. And take a chance. Okay, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you on the next new moon. Pretty sure it's in Virgo. I will double check. But until next time, guys, see you later.